This is GoFISHn's Brian McClintock, and I'm here with Andy DeHart, marine biologist at the National Aquarium here in Baltimore and shark advisor for Discovery Channel's Shark Week. Thanks for meeting with me, Andy.
How you doing?
Good, great. Andy, why do you think Shark Week is just so wildly popular?
Well, certainly, this is our 23rd year of Shark Week. The network's 25 years old, so it's been a staple for us every single summer. But I think people's fascination for sharks began well before Jaws. If you look at Polynesian cultures, there's a lot of these cultures that actually have sharks as gods. But Jaws exacerbated the issue. But I think what Peter Benchley did with his novel, he was just writing a good horror story. He wasn't meaning to vilify sharks, but he keyed in on something that is kind of innate to the human psyche, and that's the fear of the unknown, fear of what lives in the deep. And you combine a large predator like a shark with what's below us that we can't see, and it's a good recipe for a horror story.
What do you think some of the biggest myths are that surround sharks today?
The biggest myth that's still out there, it's kind of prevailed over time, is that sharks are mindless eating machines. The truth is that they're neither. Sharks are actually fairly intelligent. We know from working with them in the aquarium setting that sharks can learn fairly complex trained behaviors, coming to colored targets individually to receive food. We also know that they're not eating machines. There's over 400 species of sharks. Each have very specific diets. Some of them eat just small bottom-dwelling clams and scallops. Others do eat large sea mammals like the great white shark. But none of them have human beings on their menu, and none of them actually are out pursuing humans for prey.
And talk to me a little bit about the conservation concerns surrounding sharks and what are the biggest concerns they're facing today.
Unfortunately, sharks have a lot to fear from us, even though we don't have much to fear from them. We're killing sharks at a rate of 73 million per year. That's through targeted fishing for sharks and their fins, as well as in bycatch. These are animals that are caught in other fishing industries like shrimping or long lining for swordfish. But the big problem is the targeted fishing for sharks. The fins are extremely valuable. Fishermen will bring those sharks on board, cut off the fins, dump the living shark overboard because the meat is not as valuable as the fins. And this is something we hope to stop with the Shark Conservation Act.
And talk to me a little bit about the Shark Conservation Act and your tagging operation here at the National Aquarium.
Yeah, we've been tagging sharks here at the National Aquarium for over 30 years, primarily in Delaware Bay off Lewis, Delaware. And we've been looking primarily at the sandbar sharks and the sand tiger sharks, which use that area as a nursery habitat. But this is kind of key to protecting these animals. We need to know where these animals are moving, what habitats they're using, if we're going to protect them. Sharks don't just stay in one area, they migrate great distances, so it's important to protect them throughout the range.
And what can recreational anglers do to help preserve and conserve the various shark species that anglers pursue and everybody enjoys?
Absolutely. The biggest thing you can do is, when you do shark fishing, you want to do tag and release. Live capture of sharks to put a mount on your wall, although popular decades ago, it really doesn't serve a purpose. A lot of people are not eating the sharks that they catch, so just tag the animal. You can get these tags from National Marine Fisheries Service. Tag the animal, release it, let it live another day, and hopefully reproduce.
Well, thanks a lot, Andy. I'll let you get back to work and enjoy the end of Shark Week, and thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
Happy Shark Week, everybody.